happy we finally got to make this happen, man.
Me too.
And shout out to Tony.
Yeah,
my
Tony,
brother,
my brother, man. That's the GOAT, man. We going crazy.
What's the history? What's the history between you and Tony? Like, how far back does that go?
Man, that go back far, man. That's my brother for real. Like, fuck the music, all that shit. That's my real brother. Man.
For real? So when did y'all first meet each other for real?
Bro, probably like, I want to say like 2016, 2017. I used to pull up on them, like all the rap. We was just pulling up on each other, kicking it, regular shit, bro. Like, it's really my dog. That's why you can tell in the music. It's like they be saying it's like, you can tell like we really fuck with each other outside of the music, because it's like,
right.
It don't feel like we really trying. We just going in there as my partner for real.
What's the word, family? It's a blessing to be back, and it's been a while since we've talked about prominent faces within the underground hip-hop scene. So let's get busy. If you're new around here and you're into hip-hop new era commentary and hot topics, hit the subscribe button and bell down below and join the family. Today, we'll be covering one of my favorite underground duos, 10kdunkin and Tony Shnoww. This collective has survived through multiple eras of this genre, going back almost 10 years. Songs like Risk Some, Racks Gon' Come, and On Me are all crazy songs that gave me a good look into what type of music to expect to see evolve moving forward. The first song in general I heard was Disrespectfully by 10kdunkin, featuring Tony, which till this day is one of my favorites. Flea is also a feature on the song as well, and he killed his part too. But I get tired of some artists forcing projects. Just because two artists are under the same genre and they cool doesn't mean putting them on a song is a guaranteed hit. That's why we're talking about this duo today, because not only have they been making music, but the consistency is what separates them as well. I recently touched on my opinions in my last video on the underground genre and where some of the OGs of the genre are today and how their music sound and what their fan bases look like. If you are interested, I will be leaving a link to that video down below. The studio sessions I've seen from them looks like it's so much fun. They just be letting loose, dancing, singing, laughing, and creating a fruitful environment for the music to be made.
She feel narcotic, I know that she got it. I lay it down, that's when I start to feel hot. She give me head like she got it, no why. I ain't her man, but she know that I try. I do my thing, but it's hurting her pride. I sell her game, but she tell me she buying. I'm not in my feelings, I gotta know why. You in love with that man, but you still in my life. She love to make love, but she still wanna fight. She tell me I'm selfish, I tell her she right. I tell her be humble, but she ain't the type. I tell her she mine, but it's just for the night. I'm here, baby. I know how you think, but I got you a singing my twin, babe. And I know I'm perceived as a player, but no, I don't hate you. I want you to win, babe. Hey, you know I'm way more than your friends say. I wear the boy, but on this template. Girl, you gotta do more with your rent pay. I smoke medical, but I need no aid. I'm working hard, taking out no days.
Hey, family. Thank you for visiting an official DJ The Villain project. We've been anticipating your arrival. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of any future releases and projects.
There's a lot of stuff going on that's not being mentioned or talked about, so I'm gonna do my best, you feel me? I haven't been the most consistent this year, but I'm doing better, glory to God, and I plan on being active moving forward. A quick thank you to everybody that's been showing my last couple of videos some love. If you haven't already, man, click the links down below and tap into the new drops, and I plan on being here for y'all just as much as y'all here for me. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I like every single one of their songs, but they have definitely stamped themselves in the game and made their visual appearance just as important and represented in their music. True getting money music. It's motivational, it's food for the mind, body, and soul. The approach is effortless. And you can tell even though a lot of their music isn't aggressive or fast, the bridge between classic throwback beats and their signature go well with the simply laid back lyrics. We have a lot of artists now where I would say be spamming samples way too much in their music, but I also realize it depends on how you execute it. There's nothing wrong with paying respect to another artist by using a piece of what they made, but just because it sounds fire doesn't mean your version of it will be the same. And I can also say they have both solo and collaborative projects with a lot of samples, but they complement the sounds well and do make it digestible for a lot of younger listeners. The older vibes usually are slower, so I feel like the aggression from the plug and beat lyrics complement the throwback sound very well. There's been times where I've been riding with one of my OGs and I'll hear a song and I'll start remember hearing a sample from one of these artists, which also shows their genuine presence in music being a part of the art and not just a face using it. Actually taking time to dive into music itself and not just hip hop, and finding different elements and tools they can use to make more music. Underground isn't dead, but I do think that the best people under their umbrella have already taken off. The newer artists are more focused on a story instead of a track list, and over the years, I can't blame them, cause that's how the industry has been shifted. The music has been affected by younger artists specifically, in my opinion. You can feel the business behind the project instead of the passion. Like the 10kdunkins and the Summrs and the 1600Js, even though they're not as consistent or talked about as the newer artists, their older music is still way better and worth listening to over a lot of the newer underground artists. I knew something wasn't right when they released the 2018 XXL freshman cover. I'm still furious about that decision. But I honestly feel like after the Playboy Cardis and the Lil Uzis, the music industry just started trying stuff to keep milking the underground community and its popularity moving forward. And that's probably why a lot of respected music medias turned to circus shows during this time, because they thought the clout era and benefits would last forever. Technically, with artists like Dunkin and Tony, they can only truly prosper from an independent level, because when the genre gave the industry a chance, it was clowned, drained, and forgotten about.